vampires, now witches.
Why should someone want to harm Cordelia?
Maybe because they met her? Did I say that?
Someone doesn't like cheerleading.
Or likes it too much.
Amy.
This witch is casting horrible and disfiguring spells so that she can become a cheerleader.
We should grab her and...
I think we should be sure she's the witch.
We talked about this once before in this season premiere. Xander's or Nicholas Brendan's sort of faulty technique when it comes to being interrupted or trailing off. And this is just another example of that. It's not well done. He knew he was going to get cut off. And it's very obvious that he knew he was going to get cut off, because if you'll watch, just take a look at it when we watch it back, he begins speaking and he starts this hand motion that he just carries through, but he begins that before Giles starts speaking. He knew he was going to get interrupted and he telegraphed it, which just really, for me, maybe not for everybody, but for me, it really takes me out of the moment.
We should grab her and...
I think we should be sure she's the witch before
I don't buy it.
Xander.
Yeah.
I didn't even understand this joke when the show aired.
Historic Roots to Modern Practice. Checked out by Alexander Harris.
It's not what you think.
You like to look at the semi-nude engravings?
Oh, well, I guess it is.
I'm a little embarrassed to admit that the reason I didn't get it was because I didn't put together that his name was Alexander. I didn't know they were talking about him. Really embarrassing.
Eat ingredients and apply to witch. The witch's skin turns blue. Well, you'll need some Eye of Nude.
Those of you in track one may be...
That's gross.
How's Buffy doing with the hair?
Amy, help me. Which is the hydrochloric acid and which is the ammonium hydroxide?
The bottle that says hydrochloric acid is usually the hydrochloric acid.
Read the bottles. Concept. Oops.
That is so awkward. They played into it really hard, and it was very consistent, so kudos to them, but her undercover skills were just non-existent, and it's hilarious. I love that they're using that teacher, by the way, that they sort of established him before Teacher's Pet, rather than just bringing in a new actor that first day to get killed off.
All set.
Oh my God.
I have no idea how to judge that performance, because I have no idea how a person would react if they suddenly didn't have a mouth. So I can't say anything good or bad about it. It's great. It's fine. Whatever. It's an unimaginable circumstance. Being asked to do that, to perform that,
It's not her. The test was positive.
has to be stressful.
She drives Sabrina. I just don't think she realizes what she's doing. Maybe we should talk to her mother. I wonder if she knows what she's created. I want to be...
Why that song?
Macho. Oh, hey, juice.
Why that song?
Quality juice.
Not from Concentrate. Right?
Buffy, are you feeling well?
What? Oh, I'm fine, you know? What, like I can't be in a good mood, you know? That's just fine, because I'm a macho man. I want to be a macho
I want to know who made that decision. And I feel bad if somebody told Sarah, hey, just start singing a song. Which does happen, but that's not the song I would have chosen.
Turn up the music!
There was a subtle and I think very unnecessary thing done here where Buffy's shoes are black, everybody else's are white, and supposedly it was done to show that she's different, that she didn't fit in, that something was wrong with her. You'll find things like that done in film and TV all the time to sort of show subtle things, but I don't think it played really well. By that I mean I don't think it was even remotely noticeable.
Yeah, before she...
Did I do that? You are so out of here.
That poor cheerleading squad. It's gone through 3 members in 2 days.
A wise choice indeed.
I love this moment. First of all, she's doing great, but secondly,
So witchy, Buffy.
this is well done.
I off the team, didn't I?
I don't think it was your fault.
That's because you're my friend. You're my gender-shaped friend.
Totally looked like flirting, but it's not.
Let her speak.
You're not
She's
like
touching
other
his
boys.
face.
And completely one of the girls.
And now it's gone. He's deflated. That poor guy. That's horrible.
This is a bloodstone vengeance spell. It eradicates the immune system.
Giles, where would she be casting these spells?
Now she needs a sacred space, a pentagram.
Her home. Okay, help me up.
And keep her away from the science lab. We'll need it to cast our counter spells.
ADR. I need some kind of graphic to just flash on the screen so I don't have to say it every time, but it's so frustrating for me. How hard is it, for real, how hard is it to just get the audio? Just get it. It really pulls me out of a scene. It really pulls me out of a scene.
Who are you? Is there something wrong?
Look at her. She's doing such a wonderful job.
I'm not allowed. You'll have to come back later.
Playing
What?
your daughter who's trying to pretend to be you,
Very dangerous. Are you aware of that?
that didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be so challenging, and she does such a wonderful job.
She's going to be home soon, and you.
This girl is very sick.
You would shut up and you would listen to me. Love that so much.
Magics, and somehow your obsession with cheerleading
I
has
don't
made...
care about cheerleading. Well, you know, these kids today.
Sorry, I just snorted.
Never mind. Ever since Dad,
Look at
her
her.
dad
She's
left,
doing
I
such a
think,
great
for
job.
her.
You're afraid of her.
Amy?
I don't understand.
80 yard.
She switched.
All over the place.
She switched your bodies, didn't she?
This line delivery. First of all, Giles' face, but this line delivery right here.
She said I was wasting my youth. So she took it.
It gives me chills. It gives me chills. Anthony Stewart had his face when he says, "Good Lord." Just watch Giles' face. Watch him deliver this moment and then look and feel the way she pulls this line out. It is really, really solid acting, particularly, again, from a guest star, I guess is the right term. Has that character for a day. If you're not an actor, this might not make sense to you, but building a character is a process. And to me, I've never had to do that the way these people who come in for a day or so on a show do. I've never had to construct an entire character, put it out there, and then just leave it behind. She could not have been on set for more than 2 days. And I cannot imagine, I don't know what it's like, but it has to be so difficult to build such a believable character in such a short amount of time, because they don't get like rehearsal time and things like that. They don't get like stuff like that for shows like this. So just to build that character and to develop it and give it so much depth and so much nuance, to have so many layers going on with her being afraid, with her, the hilarity of, you know, you should take responsibility for your daughter when she's the daughter. All of those things are layered into this performance, and it's so impressive. So really, we should be giving a lot more love to these sort of day actors.
She switched your bodies, didn't she?
Good Lord.
Good Lord.
She said I was wasting my youth. So she took it. A few months ago, I woke up in her bed. I didn't know where I was, and then I looked in the mirror.
She locked herself upstairs.
Yes.
Where?
It took him long enough to sort of catch up to that.
No, if she finds out I've been here, she'll kill me.
I believe we can reverse your mother's spell.
You could. Really, you could.
Collect those dolls and any other person.
You know, for the longest time, I thought that cat came out of that trunk, which is not what happened.
Did we find?
We found.
That song always sounds so familiar to me, but I don't know why. I don't know where I heard it from, but it does. It sounds incredibly familiar.
I'm gonna stop this. Just hang on.
He's so worried, and he plays it so
A
well.
few minutes left.
Wow, that one girl really is getting it. she was really into it.
The center is dark. Centrum est obscurus. The darkness breathes.
That was actually a really good job. A lot of the times in shows like this, they have a lot of problems keeping continuity and things, but there's actually something I never really noticed before. But this is actually not easy. If you'll watch Buffy right here, she's raising her head. She's not feeling well. She's raising her head to try to see what's going on and try to engage. It's just what we do, right? It's a normal thing to do. But watch her, she's raising her head, and then when they cut, she's lifted that way. Her head is raised. That's actually really impressive. It seems like nothing, and it's something that you wouldn't really notice, but what you would notice is if she raised her head and her head was completely lifted, and when they cut and turned the camera, she was laying back on the pillow. You would notice that. That's what they mean when they say if we do our jobs right as editors, if we do our jobs right as lighting designers or as sound designers, you shouldn't notice. You shouldn't see our work, because this is something that I think most people would not notice because nothing went wrong. They did a really great job. This is actually not easy to do. It has to be planned beforehand. It has to be executed properly. And then in editing, it has to be handled well. And I think they did a great job here. Look at her.
The darkness breathes.
And boom, right there.
Tenebrae.
It's great. Little bitty things, very subtle, not important to most people, but to me, I don't know, it's a thing I noticed. Those are the small things that really make shows special from a more technical aspect for me. Those little bitty things. That look. Wait, can we look back? Watch her mouth. Right here. What was that face? That's great.
Unlock the gate.
Let the darkness shine. Cover us with holy fear. Show me.
Get out of my way.
Well, wait. I need to talk to you. I can help you.
Her persona has completely shifted, and she's doing such a good job.
All your witchcraft? I know you actually
Tiptoe.
ride a
It's like a
broom.
cartoon.
Xander!
No, we don't hit Willow. We're not allowed.
Receive the dark.
Release the unworthy.
Release.
Nicely done. Everybody forgets about the mom. It's okay. This is a big adjustment.
Buffy?
Amy?
Giles gets knocked out again. Wait, is that the first time he gets knocked out? We have to start a counter if that's the first time.
Please.
How dare you raise your hand to your mother? I gave up my life so you could drag that worthless
I
carcass
hate
around
this.
and call it living.
It's a mentality that a lot of real life parents have. I don't like it. Your children do not owe you anything.
Guess what? I feel better.
It's not like there's a waiting list they were applying to get here and you finally decided, okay, I'll let you over. I'll do you a favor. They didn't ask. I hate it. I've heard parents in real life take that stance that their kids owe them something. I hate it.
I shall look upon
That is the
her and
creepiest
dark
thing.
hole.
Something interesting about the show, we got the white eyes from Cordelia and then the black eyes from her. It's actually kind of brilliant the way they handle this situation. Because what were you going to do? We don't like to see them kill people, right? So this was a good way to sort of resolve it. This is potentially my favorite scene of the entire episode. Yeah, Giles is down. I think that's the first time ever we have to start a counter.
It's my first casting, so
Your first
I
casting.
may have got it wrong.
You saved my life.
We all know.
I didn't think you'd pull it
We
off.
know.
I got her! Cut her head off!
Love it.
What are you doing?
Saving you?
Get your hands off of her.
I was my mom.
Oh.
Where is she?
Hey, Willow, it's cool.
I love this.
It is?
Yeah, I took care of it.
That smile on Willow's face, just the complete acceptance of the idea that Xander took care of it. Of course he
I
did.
don't get it.
This is a good scene between them,
I've been doing a lot of thinking about
sort of.
how to relate to you. and I've
She's
come to a
so
very simple
beautiful too,
conclusion.
by the way.
I don't get it.
I'm inscrutable, huh?
You're 16. I think there's a biological imperative whereby I can't understand you because I'm not 16.
Do you ever wish you could be 16 again?
Not even if it helped me understand you.
I love you, Mom.
The look on her face is classic.
I don't get it.
Of course not. But at least you gave some effort in that scene, right? I know it's what it is, but it's better than before.
Hey, I'm really sorry you guys got bumped back to alternate.
Buffy has Daphne hair
Well,
right here.
I
Check it
know.
out.
I'll miss
I've
things much
never
more
noticed that
for a
before.
little spell. Catherine the Great.
And there's been no sign of her?
That last spell, she said I'd never make trouble again.
No, she didn't.
I'm going to put you where you can't make trouble again.
And this, oh, come on, the graphic is laughable there, right? Okay. Watching the credits. Somebody said in one of the episode I already posted on YouTube that the little zombie guy, the little monster, it's not a zombie, I didn't think it was a zombie. The little monster at the end will change for the finale. I'll look it up. I'll remember next time. Here it comes.
Grr, arg.
Yeah, it's a monster. I don't think that's a zombie. So that was Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1, Episode 3, The Witch. A really fun, very entertaining episode. Look, even the best episodes in Season 1 have their problems. It was really something that was done sort of on the fly. The show was still trying to find its footing, still trying to sort of develop its identity. There are problems. There are some lulls in pretty much every episode. There are only a couple that I think are really top-notch. Episode 2 was really good. Episode 7's really good. And of course, episode 12, The Harvest. Beyond those, there's a lot of hit and miss. There's some really, really questionable episodes, and then this one is just good. It's a good, solid, fun. Not to mention, and it'll happen a lot more, but you have a group of new writers. different people are directing, and you're just trying to figure out what the identity of the show is and how to make it work. So it'll take a little time, but we'll definitely get there. One thing I thought about, actually, I read this a little while ago. Buffy makes that crack about Amy being their Sabrina. She's our Sabrina, right? Meaning that she's a witch. What's funny is that Sarah Michelle Gellar was actually in the running for that character, and later, after the show was canceled and then going to be rebooted, she was in the running again for that character. I don't know why she didn't take it. I don't know if it was her decision. Maybe she didn't want it. I don't know if somebody else got it over her. I can't see that happening, to be honest, especially the reboot. But I just thought that was an interesting little tidbit. Yeah, that was the episode. That was Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1, Episode 3, The Witch. We will be doing Episode 4, which I think is... Give me a second. Episode 4... Teacher's Pet is next, I think. It's Teacher's Pet, Episode 1, Season 4, Teacher's Pet. So the next one's going to be not the greatest. If you've seen it, then you know. I hope you've seen it. If you're here, you should have seen it already. And it's okay. It's just, the thing is, you got to look at these episodes in the first season and really find what's good in them. Look for the character development, look for the good moments, because we're going to get some clunkers. It's just going to happen. And those effects, the practical effects in next episode are really going to be rough. If you made it to this point, why not hit the subscribe button? Click the little like button if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, click the thumbs down button. Let me know. Wait, are there still thumbs down buttons? Click one of the buttons. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know when you first saw it. Let me know what you thought then versus now. Has your opinion changed? Check out the description box below for all my social media links, including the link to Patreon, where you can find the full reaction to this episode, the ones before it, and soon all of them coming after it. All that being said, there's really nothing else to say except to remind you all to be kind to each other, and most importantly, be kind to yourself.